Crítica, ¿dónde es que se copia el link para una vez que tengo el aquí?
¿Cómo que vamos a copiar el link?
Bueno, como donde tengo un link para mandar para la gente que se conecte. Hello, hello guys. Can you hear me?
Let's meet tonight's contestant. It's Henry from Atlanta, Georgia.
Perfect.
We hear you, Empanada.
Tell me a little about yourself. I am a special needs ministry director. Wow.
You might have to mute a few people and advise
Um,
them that their cameras are on too.
Yeah.
Hello?
Here. Your video?
Am I muted? Oh, no, I'm not.
Nope. You're on. Hello, guys. Perfect. Just gonna wait a little more until everyone is connected. 8:05 we start. Thank you for joining. It's gonna talk about how to set up the TOS and how to set up the active trader and all your questions about how to on TOS. We're gonna go how do you want to set up the different indicators and how to set up your watch lists and a little bit of everything. It's very complete, so I would like to have a sort of interactive lecture this time, so you can ask questions and feel free if you have any if you're falling a little back along the way that we're going, please feel free to ask. And there's no rush. There's a lot to cover, but a lot of things to do, and there are different ways on how to get there. My setup to trade. Yeah, I'll show you mine. I'll show how mine works, and I show the basic one, and it's gonna depend, guys. It's gonna depend if you have one screen, if you have two screens, three. We're gonna talk on how to set it up all up, so it will be easy and interactive. Let me just wait at 8:05 and we start. Hello, Nando.
What's up, Empanada? How's everything? How was today?
Very good. That's nice. Nice trade. Nice moves on some different names. Got some fun there with trying to change the usual suspects. So trade a little of HIMS, traded Kava, traded SPX at the end of the day with flips, and a little NVIDIA, but didn't work out. It was NVIDIA puts, but we were on calls.
Nice. What is that HIMS company? What do those guys do?
They do drugs that is like Ozempic that it's helping people lose weight. So it's been huge.
I see. Yeah, I just
That's why
started
it's
hearing
growing
about
so
it
much.
this week, month or so.
Yeah. Keep an eye on
Mainly,
the chart and
mainly because of
everything.
Anthony, but
Yeah,
dude,
predictions are pretty good. All right, I'm gonna change my screen to this one here. And I'm gonna be sharing screen too. And can you all see my screen here? This is, guys, this is the basic screen that we're gonna find when we when we open TOS. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning for all of you. The idea is this is where we get at. So let's move on with it. This is what we got, plain and simple. Normally, when we get here, guys, we just jump into charts. And this is our basic charts, whatever we're gonna have. We can change this for any name. I'm just gonna put SPY to have the basics of what we use most of the time. So just to let you know how this works, we have this setup. It's here on this little kind of gear. And then you have like a little menu where you can select and personalize a couple of items here. It will be a tab where you can have your watch list, information, news, some of your account info, and all of the things that you have here. So you can personalize this. Every time that you click here and add gadget, you have all this list of the different gadgets that we can add there. But Let's start from the beginning. The beginning for us is, how do we set up this chart to be the way that we want it? So I'm gonna set it up the way I do it, and then you can just
Get the
I'm gonna show
fuck
you
out of here.
all the different things that you can have.
Zeus.
Carlitos, I'm gonna mute you because you have open mic. So we're gonna start, guys, with I'm gonna start with the appearance. So when we click here on this little gear, we're gonna have our main menu. So in our main menu, we have different tabs, and the first of all that I'm gonna change is the colors. I don't trade with green and red, so I'm gonna start with appearance. I'm gonna start here at the end. So the appearance, you can actually set up your all the colors and your candles, different type of candles. If you like different bars, if you want a bar, you want the Heike, if you want a line chart, we just go for the candle trend, just candle, normal candle. I like instead of green, I use blue, and I got the fill up on blue, so I like them to be filled like this. And I leave the red ones in red, so that's fairly easy. So when you hit apply, this is what's gonna happen. Now we have this color here. So second thing that I would like to change here, I don't like the grid. Some people like to trade with this grid because it gives you a sort of, indication on where the lines are, but I find it distracting a little bit. So I'm gonna take this out. And again, we click the gear here, and we're gonna go to appearance, and we have here, we can select grid. I'm gonna unselect it and then click apply. And you see, we got rid of all that sort of little gray lines that I don't know if you were able to watch. After this, I'm gonna hit this button again and click appearance. And next thing that I'm gonna change is the background color. This background color, even though it's sort of a, like, I don't know, fade black, I like it to be a different black. So I'm gonna jump into real black, which is this black here. And you're gonna see the difference on the color. Now I have it black, so I have neat colors and a change. And some, traders like to have the volume just in blue or difference, but I like to have mine at the same color. So again, click again on the gear. I'm gonna go appearance again, and sorry, it's gonna be in general. And I select appearance and equities. Where's my volume? Volume here, preset color. I'm gonna have this unchecked. So it's gonna do the same. If you click color as my symbol ticks, it's gonna be the same colors that you have that you're gonna preset your candles. So you see volume bars, you click color symbol, so click apply, and now it changed to my colors. So now you have the chance to have everything a little more set up. So again, here are different things that in your basic setup, you have general, you have the show your studies. The high bubbles this is the low bubble. The high bubble is going to show you the different prices on the day. So I will leave that. You don't need to have the extended orders. You don't need the show the symbol is going to be for here in the logo. The price subgraph is going to be all of here that we have here. I don't want to overlap volume. You can try it if you like it better. Some people like to overlap volume and have it inside, but I don't like it that way. I don't like to have it inside of my chart. So I'll just click that off. On the price axis, you see how we don't have any space here. I like to have some space so that I can move around. So on this side, we're gonna click on the gear. We're gonna see the price axis, and here we're gonna have the price is gonna be up and down, and the time is gonna be here on the horizontal side. So for the horizontal side, I'm gonna select 150. That's just a number to show me like a little space here. So you see how this moves to the side, and now I have some space if I want to move around. And if I want to move up and down a little bit here, I'm gonna, I don't want to overlap. Okay, there you go. Now it's here. And now on my price axis, I'm gonna hit here maybe 5 and 5. So this is up a little more. So I have more time to move around. So remember, right now, if we try to move, we only can move up or down, or with this little arrows that we have here and the zooms, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. But if you want to click on this upper right corner, you have a little auto or manual. If we hit manual and you click on your mouse or in here on this, when you have your little active tools and you got the little finger, you can move around your chart, whatever you like, and you can, adjust it to whatever the specifics you want to adjust it. So to make that possible, you have to click here, click in manual on the upper right corner, little arrows. And then for me, I click on my mouse and I have this menu, but on the scroll wheel of my mouse. But if you don't have that on your mouse, you can click here, and then you move it around, and then you want to click again here on the same drawing set, and then the cursor, and then it's fixed. So if you click again, what you're going to do is going to be zooming in or zooming out here. So just to let you know those basics, you can click on these sides where the price is or the time is, and you can elongate or shrink your time and your movement on your charts. So it's very, very, very useful to move around if you want to. What else do we have here? On here, I have you can set up your favorite time frames. These are default time frames that we use most of the time, but if you want to add any time frame, you can just add it here. And then you can just say if you want a daily, you want to customize one, you're going to put certain days, 5 minutes, for a certain amount of time only. You can do all of that in this little menu. And I'll show you later how it's set. So far, this is our basic menu. Here, this black means that's a trading day, and the gray means this is the aftermarket and the pre-market. So, and you can take that out or have it when you have the price axis or the time axis. If you have it here, the rollover lines, or in the price axis, you can enable or disable the manual scale. And then on where is the appearance? Here in the equity options, when you have to pay attention that each of these little tabs is going to change a different type of product. So on the equities, you can show the extended hours of trading session. On the options, it's going to do the same, or in the futures. If I click here, the trading extension, it's going to show, well, this is not going to change because it's a normal one, but if I click Apple and I click on equities and I unselect this, you see, you have all the chart without having the pre-market and the aftermarket. So you can change all of that by clicking here on the little gear and then on equities and highlight extended hours trading session. If we click apply again, now I like to set it up like this. This is how it's my default. Sometimes I'm using the paper trade chart right now. When you see these candles that sometimes are a little problems with the charting, you can erase them by setting the cursor above on top of it and correct this bar, and it's gonna tell you to remove this bar. And you can remove those bars when you don't feel that they are I don't know if that happens on the live, but it happens a lot in paper trading. So you can just correct the bar and it's gonna automatically adjust the chart. So let's see if this one's here. No, that one is a good one. Oh, close, and this one here. Correct this bar, remove bar, close, perfect. So we have all the settings that we want right here. How do we set up our I'm gonna take this out with drawings and remove drawings. So first of all, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna set up my studies here, and I'm gonna set up my levels on SPY here, for example. Why? Because this feel and this look of what we have in SPY, we can save it on our styles. So you have your style and you can save our style. Like, let's say this is our lecture style. Let's call it here. And I'm going to show you why you use that. And save. So what we're doing right now, we're saving our look and feel of the chart. We're not saving the drawings. We're not saving the studies yet, just how this looks. So if you want to go into trade, this is how it's going to look. So we got to do sort of the same. But since I already have and I changed my style, I can just go through here and load my style to lecture style. And it's gonna, instead of us going through all the process again and again, I'll just click here and it set up all my chart automatically like this. So we don't have to go through everything. So this is a shortcut that it's pretty good. So that's why we save that that chart. Then also from here we can set up some drawings, or let's do some studies. So if you want to add studies, you can add them on this little beaker here, on this little glass. And I'm going to add my EMA. So when you do your, where is it? Boom, 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 boom. My exponential, moving exponentials, you add select 1, 2, and 3. As you can see here, these 3 are going to be 9. So we have to change it for the numbers that you rather have. So normally you have to personalize that, and we personalize each indicator here. So you see, you can change here. I'm going to leave this one on the 9. I'm going to use the 9 in white. And that's this one. I'm going to share this 21. It's going to be my blue one. It's going to be in blue. And this last one here is going to be my 50. And I use the 50 in yellow. We have even dogs learning how to trade. That's awesome. So if we apply this,
Yeah,
we have our EMAs right here.
So
We have our EMAs set. So again, with the drawing, we can also, with our studies, we can save our study set right here. And we're going to do our lecture set. And we're going to save it. So now you know that we can save not only our studies, but we can also save our look and feel of our chart. And how this is going to work? Well, now you have this little, remember, we're not in chart, we're in trade, and we are in active trader. So one of the things that we have the active trader is, how are we going to set it up? So look at here on the upper right corner, grid presets. So on top of this, it's got a little square. And this square is going to show you how many sort of screens or multiple screens you want to have. You want to have 6 screens? You can have 6 screens. You want to have, I don't know, 9, and you want to have all of these at the same time, you can do that. But normally we try to simplify ourselves. And what we do is you can have 3 like this. It's sort of the amount that, and I'm going to show you 2 things different. And how do sometimes I don't like to use active trader, but I use on charts, I use the flexible grid instead of the chart. And I'll show you why. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do style. We're gonna do load style, lecture style too, and then we set up this later on. So trade, we go to active trader. So now we have all of this. This is gonna be my chart that you can move around. And here we have the symbols. So like the idea here is if I have NVIDIA, I'm gonna try to find my NVIDIA calls and my NVIDIA puts. How do I set up this? You have a little line here. Look at this little arrow. I can go to options, and now I can go to NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is gonna give me, should give me my, here we go. This is all my table with all my different, I'm gonna set up this to all. And I can move around here to choose whatever contract you want to have for today, tomorrow. Here are all my contracts, for example. So these are, I'm just gonna grab one aleatory here. Let's see this one. So you see, automatically this goes live like this. And here I'm gonna go again options, but I'm gonna select a put. Let's see what put do I have here. I'm gonna grab any of these puts just for the sake of the purpose. And I'm gonna show you another easier way if you wanna have another way to how to set it up. But then we came to this little screen here. This is our, what we call the active trader. Why? Because you can have the chart here, and then you can have a buy and sell on calls, buy and sell on puts, and move around fairly easy between them. So there are more things that we can add to this. How are we gonna add? So here, if you click here and here, you see that we can select the amount of contracts that we're gonna, get. You wanna go into jump into 10, 5, you can just click here right away, and this is just a faster way on how to select the contracts if you want to. We also have templates, and this one is, I really like this. On the templates, not many people use this, but if you're new, you can trade. This is trigger with brackets. So if we click here, this is gonna give us this beauty here. You can decide and choose. If you click on this NVIDIA contract right here, it's gonna automatically set up a limit where to take profits and a stop loss on the day. So you don't need to. You can set it up right when you click. And this is something that many people don't use because you don't want to be stopped out or anything. But if you're trading a specific move and you know that you wanted to get in here, grab profits somewhere around here and be stopped out here, this is when this comes in play. So, and you can set it up in different ways. Look at the value offset here. If we click in this little gray line, you can set it up for a number, for a percentage, or for a number. So let's click it on percentages and click the one in percentage. And so I can, look how cool is this? I can set up this to take profits at, I don't know, let's say 40% and my stop loss at 15%. So look how this is gonna work. If I want to take 5 contracts, if I'm gonna click to buy, look at this. You see how on the active trader, I have 5 contracts that I'm gonna buy if I'm gonna limit on my price, and automatically I have a trigger to limit and to take profits at 40%, and automatically I have a trigger to stop loss at 15%. That's the only thing that you need. There's no excuse to be stopped out. And once you set it up, like if I will be to set it up here, let's see if it's gonna let me. You see, now it's set up here. If you see that the price start moving, look how this is how you will see it on your chart. This is how cool this is. You wanted to enter here, and oh, I don't want to have it here. I want to have it here because there are ways to set up this a little bit better. But if we click here, I can move this down to whatever position I want. You see? So I can move this one around to the position that I want. And then put it here, and it's going to be automatically stopped here. I don't need to do anything. And then same with my limit. And if you see that, the limit never stopped, you can drag it up Just drag it up, start dragging it up, up, closer into profits. And this is it works like a sort of like a trail stop, but manually. You can be just manually chasing your chart and using this just to follow your trade. That's how I use it a lot of times. And I can see it here, and I'll be just chasing my entry. And of course, one thing that I forgot to say, auto send. If you don't click auto send, what it's gonna do is when you click buy and you click here, it's gonna do it automatically. If you don't click it, it's doing what this is happening. You see that I have a menu of confirmation all the time here. If I click auto send and auto send here, every time I move this, it's gonna be automatically. No menu, no confirmation, nothing. Just tell you, you moved your stop loss. So I can move this wherever I like, and it's gonna be moved here. So this is super, super nice. Yes, this is recorded. And it's gonna be on the probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow on Monday on the recent lectures tab on education. So this is very interesting, guys. This is super useful. I encourage you to use it. And even if you see that your trade is up, where from whatever you got it, and you don't want to have this stop loss, just only the limit, you can just take this off and just move this one up, up, up until you see a fit. So it's super, super safe. Steve, you have your microphone on, Steve.
Just want to do it differently. It's so bad. You don't.
So this is super useful, and you can set it up here. And even if you want to explore here, guys, you can set up this with 2 brackets. So now I can do this and say that I want to grab, this is my percentage, and I want to grab my first one, I want to take it at 15%. And my stop loss is going to be at 10%. And my second contract is going to be at 50%. And my stop loss is going to be at 15. So whenever I'm going to buy here, you see how all of this jumps with my action. And you can move them around. So it's super, super useful, guys. So I encourage you to use this, and it's going to protect you a lot. And you can just go here and click it. But for the effects of what we're doing, we're going to go into a single one. If you go to a single, this is what's going to happen. We click here, it's going to be buy, and you can buy limit anywhere where you like, and you can just move it around. So click one, you don't like it to be there, it's going to get filled. If you see that the candles are coming down, up, you get filled, and then you can set up your stop loss here, and that's it. That's how you use, this is how fast it is. But then, if you just want to get rid of anything of this, you can add some, buy and sell market here. So if we click here, this is how the menu is set. I like to ask, for example, by the ask, I have, for example, sometimes I add sell the ask. So I add this and I move it up here. So I like to have this sometimes. So if I'm on an upward move and I don't have to have my contract filled at, the bid, I can just sell the ask and try to grab the highest price. Or if we're coming back down, I try to do it. But that's up to you, which one you want to use. We can get rid of this, simply remove it, and we can get buy the ask and then sell the bid and add it. So now we have our menu here and here, and you can organize to have this. If I move it up until here, and then we move it sell with sell, buy with buy, and now we have it nicely organized. You want to buy, you want to limit ask, you buy it here. You want to buy market, you got it here. Sell bid, sell market. Easy. You can move them however you like. You can even change the you don't want to have the reverse. I never use the reverse, so I can get rid of that. You can take reverse out, reverse out. So we're gonna remove this and order template. No, we're gonna leave that. So you see, flatten, I use it whenever you have multiple positions and you see that you have a reversal or anything is happening, you hit flatten and it's gonna sell everything that you have on your active trader, all the positions, everything that you have here of that specific move. That's why we use. Yeah, buy the ask is gonna try to buy the specific price on the ask at that moment. It's like a limit. But by the market, it's gonna be activated when you click, and it's gonna fill at whatever price is moving around. So it's a little different. So this is the way, guys. How do we set it up? And if you like, sometimes in any of these, you can have level 2 here. So you can just move this here. So you have your levels 2 here, and you can have your time and sale on one little corner here, or you can have it in here between one or the other one. I just look at it sometimes, and I don't have it all the time with me. I leave my my levels 2 here. So this is one way to do it. I'm going to show you another way.
What's good, brother?
What's up, Flips? How are you?
Can I give something out real quick?
Absolutely.
Go to where you how you set up your template. You have buy ask market. You just had the
This one here,
correct. Put POS.
POS,
There you go.
position indicator, item. Okay.
If you
Yeah.
see it there, yeah, that POS, what that is that it will tell you when you buy, it will tell you how many countries you got, what did you buy it for, and on the right side, it will tell you how much you're up on the position, or if it's in parentheses, how much you're down in the position.
What? I didn't know that.
There you go. Have that one in there the whole time. You see more and you'll see.
Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. You see, guys, this is something that there's so many things here that we learned that this is amazing. This is super cool. Thank you, Flips. Love it. Let me see something, because I don't know if it was on the, you see, it's not position indicator. Here we go. And I'm going to add this one too, guys, the TIFF. Add item. Okay, I'm going to add here the TIFF. TIFF, I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. Add template. There we go. TIFF, it's very important because this is going to tell you if you have a position that you want to play on the pre-market and you want to buy shares on the pre-market, and you can only buy limit on the shares or at the after or 7 in the morning when the market opens. Here you will have to select it's not going to let you buy day or market. You will need to select that you are on the pre-market here or extended hours to be able to buy. So this is super key to have on your place. And I'm going to show you another way how you can set up something similar, which is not in active trader. Like if we go to charts, guys, and we go to flexible grid, this one, it's really cool. This is a variation of the active trader. Why? Why do I like this one a lot? Because of this. Here, we can customize the grid with more charts. So I can do this, and I can add another chart in here. I can add another chart on my side, and from this one, I can add 2 charts. So this is something that I really, really like. Why? Because to set up this, you need to click here in the little, we are in flexible grid on charts, but you have to click customize grid and then unclick it, and now we're fixed. So same thing that we have here. This is how I have it set it up. This is my 15 minutes. Here, I will have SPY. And remember, since we have this, we can just change our style. Where is my style? Here. We load our style that we saved for lecture style. So this is how convenient that we don't have to go through each of all the candles and everything. So I can have my 5 minutes here. I have my 15 minutes or longer time frame here. And then here I can set up my options for SPY.
Ya va, mi amor. Ahorita estoy.
So if I have my options here in
Dime,
SPY,
Nando, yo voy.
Yo, Smiley, mute your mic, brother.
Sorry.
so you have this here. Wait, hold on. This is NVIDIA. I want my SPY. SPY options. Should be here, and then we have the trader, and then we take the chart off. There you go. Then we have SPY. You go to here. I don't care about the chart. I'm in options. I'm in SPY. Right. We close the chart, and then we just click the active trader. So now, one of the advantages that I have here is that I can set up this like this. See? So now I can have my calls, puts, and my two charts. Or if you want to have one more, I can do this. Customize grid, I can add one here, then unclick, then SPY again. Look at how cool this is. We can click SPY here. We change our style again. Remember that we set it up to be, no, we don't want to delete it. We want to load the style. There you go. And I can have my, normally I like to trade, I'm gonna trade on the 2 minutes on this one. And here's my crazy 2 minutes chart sometimes. So I can go more in depth into the candles. So I have 2 minutes. I don't need the volume on this one. So I can get rid of it or leave it. You have the 5 minutes, and normally in the 5 minutes, I have 1 or 2 days, and then I have 15 to 30 minutes here. So I'm just taking what the move is. And if you remember, we saved the different indicators that we had, the studies. So we can send our lecture set of studies, and I'm gonna have all my indicators right there. And then the same with here. If we go to our analysis, our study sets, lecture, now we have all my EMAs, and the same here. So we can load all our EMAs from our lecture set. Here we go. So now we have call, puts, and everything. So one way on how to,
If you want to
have
keep
all
it,
your-
if you want to keep it in the same stock, right next to
Yeah.
spot on
Yeah,
any of those,
yeah.
yeah, make the number.
yeah, I was about to show this. Like
Okay.
one of the things that you can, that it's very practical here, guys, is sometimes if you grab this little number here, or this little symbol, you can click here for a number. Say that number 1, then you can click everywhere, number 1, and number 1. All of this is gonna have linked for whatever, and I'm gonna click this one, number 1. So if I click on Apple, all my charts and my news on everything, it's gonna change to Apple. So whenever I'm looking at my watch list, and I'm gonna show you how to go to your watch list here, you can go, let's say swim. We go right here. So game, Citibank, everything changes with just one click. So now what we have, I got my news. There are like default here. I got my longer term. I got my short term. I got my scalping term. I can have puts, calls, and another way to set this up is you can, everything was number 1 here. So I can set up this to be number 2, and I'm gonna set this to be number 3. So if I'm gonna buy contracts, I don't go through here and try to get the option. What I do normally is I go to trade, products. So if I'm in C, you go to see which contract you want. If I'm for next week, I want to grab this 63, I will right click on the ask of the contract that I want to buy. And then if you go to the lower selection here, you can send it whenever you like. So if I want to send it to my number 2 because I'm buying calls, I just send it here. And it's going to be sent automatically to my C for my active trader on my flexible grid. And if I want to do the same and have my puts open just in case, I can buy next week's here. I have, and I send it to number 3 on the blue. And just when I right click here on the right, it's going to be automatically here. So I have, if you want to know which contract you are in and you have any doubt, you can just go here to the left and you see C, put, and you have all the specifications. You go on top of that little black box and go to the left a little bit, and it's going to show you what you got there. And now we just have to do the same that we did here, and you can add or select what flips shows us here. Where is the position indicator? And I'm gonna add here, and I'm gonna reverse this. Okay. And we're gonna add this one here. We're gonna add our position indicator, add it. I'm gonna take the reverse, remove it. Okay. So auto send and auto send. So now we guys, you see, this is why I like this, because I can have all my charts here and then multiple charts on my how did you do the half cards on a grid? Half charts? Okay, I have my P&L set up on my active trader. You have, when you go here, if you select this little the grid here action, when you click customize grid, if you click here, it's gonna take it out the chart. If you click here, it's gonna add another chart. So you see, I can take this one out, and if you click down, it's gonna give me one in the middle if you want another one. And you can also, if you don't want the sidebar, because you're not gonna be using this at all, and you want to save more space, we can click here, and it's gonna give us a little more space, a little more space, a little more space. And I cannot gonna leave these ones open because I want to have the time on sales and the levels too. And then to get out of here, you just unclick the customize grid, and you see now we have more space. I can move around on my different time frame. I have my 5 minutes and I have my 2 minutes. And remember, this is just to show you whatever on how you want to do it. This is just, you can have only 2, you can have 4, you can whatever, you feel that it's going to be more comfortable. I like it this way because here I can set up the prices. I can see where we are. And I have Lion say that you have your P&L set up on my active trader. I don't have my P&L on my active trader. I have it. It kind of open up in somewhere in here. Do you have your setup on your active trader, your P&L flips? No. Lion? Please feel free to.
Yeah, I do. If you go like right on your active trader where it says sell order, see that gear to the right?
Here?
Yeah. Wait, no, X out. No, X out.
Working order indicator?
No, if you X out of that, I really like this. And then see ask size and then sell order, and there's a little itty bitty gearbox right there. Lower, nope, below it. One more down. Up. It's right on the up. Right next is there. Customize. And then customize. I think it's in there.
P&L.
And then P&L open.
There you go.
And then add that. And then okay.
I'm gonna move it up.
So when you enter a trade, it'll show you like your P&L there as well.
Item up. You see, beautiful. And
So-
here, it's gonna show it right here.
Yeah, it's gonna show
Evening, sir.
right there.
How you guys doing this evening? Good, man. How you doing? Doing good, thank you. Can I just get a name and phone number from you? Celso, CELSO.
There you go. Perfect.
And what's
New
your
thing.
phone number? 816-210.
Dominic, I'm gonna mute you. I mute you. Perfect, Lion. Thank you. This is awesome. So you have everything, it pops up here, right here, right?
Yep. So it'll show green, red, and then like the
Perfect.
contracts hit 300, how much it'll
You
be
can
worth.
you can move it, guys, whatever you like. This is awesome. Maybe at the end looks better. Let's see. Here, yeah. A little more. P&L, open. So you will see your P&L. You have here all the whatever you need to. You can adjust all these little, like, sizes here for whatever size you like, guys. I try to make it like smaller and try to adjust it when you're live. So this is why I like to use it on this, not in the active trader, but on the flexible grid. Remember, this is the active trader, and it's gonna show like this, or you can have it on your chart. It's gonna look like this. And also, guys, I was forgetting. Here you have your watch list. This is super important. You can add as many watch lists as you like. We have the traders TV. I don't use that. I have my TV on my side. You can have, different things, but watch list is like I got like for example, my personal, I got my ETF. So you have all the ETFs right there. You can add the watch list when you click here. You can have your indices. You have all the indices right there, and they're going to be moving around, and you can all of this you can also personalize them. That you can customize. You just want the percentage change. Some of you just want to select whatever, let's see who's Vinny. Shutting you down here. So you can select whatever you want to use here. Sometimes I only use percentage change, and when you use percentage change, when this is open, I just want to know, like, net change, which one is the greenest, like this. I just click here, and then I start watching the names going up or down, in all these charts, and see whatever pops up. So this is sort of my filter on if I see any moves like coming into my view here on my left side. I will start watching and see, oh, yeah, Tesla is moving, PayPal, it's moving up. Let me see what's happening. So I can just jump here and actually remember, you have the number one here. So even if you have number one here and here, whatever name that you click on here is gonna populate on these three charts. So if I go to CVG here, I go to SPX, it's gonna move to all of this. So this is super practical, guys, to use. And then you have all the view. You can change it if you don't want to have more space here, less space, everything that you need. And you can always go back to your chart, and you can have normally what I have here in my exploration chart. You have this little square here, a rectangle. I have two charts here, and I go on this one. I will have like my 1 hour, something like this. And then on this one, I got my same XPX with the same number one, same studies that we have to load, our lecture set, and then our style is gonna be our lecture set. And here I will have my 5 minutes. So if I wanna go, like, if normally this is a cool trick, this is a shortcut for you guys. If you're here and let's do some, let's see what we got here. TLT, for example. We got, this is some ETF by BlackRock. So we have TLT here, and I wanna do my, I'm gonna show you how to do your levels. If you click, you see this little menu here? If you have this menu here, you can click maximize cell. And you see now I have the left cell that I have, it's maximized. But look, I can jump from the one to the other one. This is my 1 hour or my 5 minutes. This is my 1 hour, my 5 minutes, or if I want to go back to my 2, just click on return and I got my 2. So this is a great tool while you are just, when I'm doing my charts, I go here and maximize. Now I'm on the bigger time frame. I'm in here. And then I'll go like here. And if you don't know how to set up your, do the trades a little bit easier, if you go here to active tool and you go to this little price level, if you click on this one, like for example here, one click is gonna set this up. I think your default it's red. So once you click on this level, you can edit the properties, and you see I can extend it to the left. So you can extend it here, and I'm gonna show the price on the right, and you can change the color. I normally have them white, and I click OK. So I got my first level here with my price in white. Another shortcut if you're new in this. Market order listing compared to limit orders. Jose, your question is pretty good. Jose is asking if it's better to use a market or a limit order. Guys, that's gonna depend on what you're trading. For example, or it's gonna depend on your style. Some traders only use limit because you want to control all your entries and exits. Sometimes it can jump your price depending on the volatility of the price. Because if you're in a low supply sort of trade and you don't get filled, it's just gonna jump you and it's gonna keep going down if you're trying to get out. So sometimes you need to market sell. I use them both, and I'll show you how. Like if I'm on SPX, I'll use market. I market buy and I market sell SPX unless I'm getting in.
End of the day, better to use market.
Unless I'm getting in, and when I'm getting in, I put my stop loss right open. And I sometimes what I use for that is the trigger. If I'm buying SPX, I can trigger here, and you can unselect the taking the your gains, but you can select automatically to take a 20% loss on your contract. So whenever I'm here, it's gonna be my stop loss is triggered right there. You see? Like if I click here, this is a put, but if I'm here and I'm with one bracket, I take this one out. Percentage. I put 20% here. I enter. Whenever I'm gonna click here on my call, this is gonna have a stop loss right there at 20% automatically. So this is a great tool for entering, and if you have high volatility and you want to be stopped out, you can use the trigger. Is trigger with a bracket. Try to use these guys because this is a great tool. And remember, you can set it up here, and if you see that this is moving, you can always you can move it up, move it up, move it up, or you can move it down just by dragging. So if you see that you don't want to be stopped out, just take it out, and then you just move it up, whenever you want to feel it. But if I want to get feel, I'm trying to get into this, and I see that the price is somewhere around here. You see, I can just leave it here, and I want to buy it at 36, and I can buy and I want to have a set. I don't want to lose more than $6. I can set up my stop limit, and that's it. It's automatically there. And if I hit flatten, everything's gonna be sell. Everything all at once, flatten. It's very, very cool to use. So let's go back to little tricks here, guys. If you're doing your analysis, every time that you are on top of a level, if you click on it and hit the space bar, it makes a copy of it. So it's a shortcut on how to draw. You click spacebar on top of it, and bang, that's it. So this will be how I do my levels. And then if I click here on the channel, I normally use channels, and I try to draw my channels somewhere like this when I see the most points of contact. So this would be my channel. If you want to personalize your channel, guys, again, you just highlight it, right click, edit properties, and you can just change it here to, I have them normally in yellow. I got a set for all curves in yellow, and you can save this as default. So whenever you're gonna hit it back again a channel, it's gonna be in yellow. So you can have it in yellow. You can change here for little dotted lines if you like better. You can change the width of all the lines if you would like to. So you see, it's very nice, very personalized. One thing that I forgot to show you guys is if you click on setup here, where is it? In setup. In application setting here. Look at here in the look and feel, guys. If you click on general and setup general, you have different look and feels. So some people don't like to have the dark color. Some people like to have, you know, everything light. So if I click apply for my settings, you can have a white chart. You can just send it here. So if you click setup, application settings, and display here in account, you have all my displays here. You got the position, you have the language, you got all the system. You can moderate it. You have a position, your trader, your account, everything of how you want to display the account. You have it everything here. So this is super cool, like on how do you want to do it. But if you want to change your look and feel, you can change and customize everything here. You can have old school. You have very larger font size. If you need to have larger font size that you don't see, like I do, that I use glasses, or you can just go to your plain dark as usual and have it dark. So, sorry, there are endless customizations that you can have and things that you can do here. And then same thing with the with your settings on your studies. You can, I normally on this chart that I have one here and one on the right, only on my big one, I have my daily SMAs. That's how I always like to have them. So I will click here, daily SMA. Here we go. I add 3 of those and I change this one. It's gonna be my 20, but it's gonna be blue, and I like the width to be 2. I change this one to my 50, that it's gonna be yellow. The width is gonna be 2. This is gonna be in yellow, and then I can click here for my, let's call this one the 100. The 100 is gonna be green, and it's gonna be 2. I'm gonna click apply. So now I have my nice and neat 20 daily EMA, my 50, and my 100. So I see, for example, that, you know, we broke down on the channel. We're trying to go back here, holding some position on my level here. And on this side, I will have my shorter term indicators, my EMAs, and in any of these, I can add B1. That's how I will do my setup. So a little bit for as a summary, guys, we have now you have in trade, you got all your products here. If we click on active trader, you have your active trader set up for calls, puts, level 2s if you use them, and your guidance chart. I'm gonna take this out, so it's gonna be easier to see. We got our position. We can add here our P&L. And we're gonna add here our P&L. P&L. So we got P&L, ask, sell, everything. Or if you would like to have multiple charts and have this a little smaller, we can just jump to charts, and in flexible grid, we have all these different charts that we can use the same way than the other one. But I like this. For some reason, I like to have calls on top, puts below, and I got this one only is my longer term where I will see what's happening here. And this one will be my 5 and my 2. And sometimes I don't use the 5 here. I will have only 1, and I have my 2 minutes and my 5. And if I want to see a bigger term of what's happening and I'm not scalping, I will just go to my chart and I will see these bigger charts. So I see, okay, this is happening. Let me just click on automatic here. Let me go down and zoom out. I can see what's happening here in my 5 minutes. And I can draw a little trends like river-like. So I will do smaller trend lines like this. And I know when this is breaking up. And I'll also customize my trend lines. I right click them and I like them yellow. Yellow at 2 width. So I can have some difference there of what I'm watching. So I know if this clicks here, I can grab calls and etc. So please, guys, you can unmute yourself and feel free to have any questions. This is nice. This is, I mean, besides this, I only add different indicators, or if you use the different ones, you can use them. Here you can add also that I forgot if you want to. Not this. Yeah. You can add your splits, volume splits, add it, apply. So I can add my volume split here. I can add, so I see the volumes. That's a, that was pinned on rivers tab. So I can see the volume coming in here. And then if you want to have another study, you can always, like, if you want to have the TTM squeeze, you can add the TTM squeeze here, you add selected, and you can move it to your different sizes. So now I have my TTM squeeze right here, and I can watch it if it's going up or down, or you can vary, depend. I don't have the same studies all in every chart. Like I have every chart have something different, so I can see different variations. But this is more or less the basics on how to set it up. I hope it wasn't too complicated. Please feel free if you have any questions, or if you have any more
For you,
questions, I will help you to set it up. We can do, you know, the one-on-one to set it up.
one question for you, which is the easiest way to see the level 2s and times themselves?
I will go here. Normally, I will go here. What is it? Here, and sometimes what I will do is I will go here.
Oh, okay. In the same chart there.
Yes, I will have it here unless because when I jump into something, I just click it out and I have this. So I don't care right now about this. And I have two screens, guys. So this is in one screen, and I got my right screen has 4 more like this. I got 4 more sets of charts and an active trader, chart and an active trader. So I will have 6 in total. So I can have 6 plays at the same time. I only need to see what's happening on my moves here, and then click like my stop loss or take profits. That's the difference. So sometimes I use this one on this side when I'm scalping, but I have the other one open, and I have this, and this. So I will be watching here, watching it bigger. So if I want to jump into anything, I will click here, see if this is something that I like, and I can click to my right side, because in my right side, I have 4 like this. So I don't need to go into this one. This is if you have one screen, you can use this, but you can set up the same exactly like this, and just click, you can detach it. If you click here, gadget, and it says, where is this? Somewhere around here, it says detach it. You can take it out and you can grab it from here and then just move it to your right side. Bad news chart. I think it's here. You grab it here, so you can grab the whole thing and just move it to the right side. Like for example, here I have detach gadget. So when you detach it from here, you can just move it to your right side. And that's how you just put it on the other side.
That is under the X on the right up corner, the upright corner.
To do what?
A little more up. Little more up. There. No, down. Down a little there. There is the touch for that.
Detach, there you go. So you can detach you can detach this and just copy it to the right side. There you go. That's the easiest way. So we have, like, for example, I've learned today about the POS and the P&L on the inside here, because I have it, normally they show on the back. So useful to have it. I'm gonna set it up on my active trader right now and see how it works. And I don't have any positions because this is my my active trader. This is my paper trade, and it got resetted sadly when we swap for swaps. But I had a beautiful paper trade account here that it was a couple of millions up on the year, and it went down. So I haven't traded back on it. But if you have any questions, guys, please let me know. You can write them on the meeting chat, or if not, just DM me, because this is about everything that we got here. We got the trade, I hope that everyone got some good info out of here, and that we took something good. Sometimes this have to set it up again like this.
Excellent, Empanada. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem, Smiley. How do you do today? How do you do?
Yeah, good. Good.
I know that you were playing SPX at the end of the day.
No, at the end of the day, I didn't play that SPX, but
What do you got?
no, this morning the hymns.
Oh, you grabbed hymns.
Yeah, and some apples.
Yeah, hymns was a ripper today.
Yeah, that was good today. And yes, no, but it's not my best day, but a good day. Green day.
Green, oh, that's a great day.
Yeah.
Kava was a ripper today.
Yeah, I miss Kava too. Kava was great today.
Kava was a ripper. Then Dix. DCK. What is it, Dix?
Did you play Dix?
No, I missed it. Look at that.
Okay.
Look at that. That was insane for retail. I played Alta. I'm in Alta calls, but not holding. Look at that. I was happy when I saw them here, and then all of a sudden they're back here. What a shame. And I got some Dell. I swung Dell. I saw it here, and I grab another Dell here. It's gonna offset my gains.
It's time to face the past.
So that's about it. What's up, Ref? Nice to have you here. So that's about it. Now Ref made me grab some eggs here yesterday. So look at that chart. Funny fact is that we draw like a sort of we're watching this break here on X. That's a nice break right there and up. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, if there's any other questions, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for joining. Please let me know if you have any doubts, write me, or the lecture is gonna be posted probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow or Monday on the recent lecture tabs, okay? All right, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.